thumbnail. Oh. Just need to make a thumbnail real quick. Probably should have did this before. But I should be able to. Oh, I forgot to do the gears. I don't know if it'll let me do it. Maybe I needed to do a lap. Oh, actually it will. I already know one of the things I gotta do is just to work on the gearing. So if I can get the gearing a little better, that car would actually be very good. Guess I'll work on that over time. Let's go to showcase. All right, so plan will be gonna do a little bit of money grind, and then I actually got the weekly races there too, which is fine. So that's extra free money. So let's get all these credits. Just waiting for this thing to make my title. Just need to make an adjustment to the gears. Hopefully the grip on the intermediates are as good as the sport soft. Okay, so that's it. My phone has to charge, so I'm going to put that down there. And let's see. We could bring this in a little bit. All right, I made that change. I'm just going to leave that. Let's see how that does. All right. So let's see how that does. Get a drink of water. And let's grind. Get a little bit of grind going. Wish I could have started earlier, but it's okay. And at the same time, I'm tuning this car, so and I didn't watch a video, or I did watch a video, but I have to try and make sure I don't hit these walls or hit another car. And hopefully I'll be able to do that. So the gears need to space out a little bit more. Take it easy first lap. A little slippery. Track needs to dry out. Wow, tires are cooked already. Oh man. No, let's just get the feel. But my tire, oh my god, one lap and my tires are cooked. They're cooked. They're already cooked. Holy crap. Oh. Oh. Wow, those tires up there are already cooked. That was one lap. They're cooked. Alright, try that again. I have to switch to sport softs. That's crazy. Let's try the sport softs. I mean, hopefully they don't cook as much as that. The gearing needs to spread out still a little bit more. Soften the rear a little bit. Make the rear a little bit softer. Run it a little on the softer side for the rear. Alright, and the gearing. That's fine. Spread out second a little more. Oh no, that brings them in tighter. Alright. Spread them out a little bit more. Alright. Let's try. I thought the intermediates would be a little better, but clearly that is not the case. Freaking. He nudged me. So I thought the intermediates would be at least a little better, but apparently not. There goes that. This thing is so wide. So the gears are much more spaced out now. Much better. It'll be something I'll have to just try to work on. It'll take me some time to kind of get it situated, but Hey, Slow Aim, how are you? Hopefully I didn't lose it. I might have lost the clean race there. Damn it. But it's alright. First try, that would possibly put us down to 550. How you doing there, Slow Aim? Trying to see if I can get this thing tuned. These guys are just cruel. Tires look a little better after first lap, at least. Cut a little more power. Oh man. So that'll need some work. Maybe spread out fourth gear a little bit more so you can actually accelerate. Or I could tack on a notch of traction control. Yeah, it's been hot. Our last 2-3 days here has been just unbearable. "14 seconds off the leader. Another 4 laps almost to pit. We're doing good. Tires are a little harsh. Let's push some of that towards the back. Let's try towards the back. Maybe I don't get clean race bonus, but let's see. A little aggressive. So almost 80 for me anyway, I should say. Interesting. parking it on purpose. Smart guy. Did a 2:14 last lap. Gonna start fuel saving through the back end. Cut the power a bit and fuel save. Lap 4. 10 seconds off the leader. Woo! Just need to get the handle and better backside of the track. I'm barely holding it together. Lap 5. Tires are, got one more gear, right? Nope, we don't. Thank you, good sir. How you doing? You been playing? I'm just getting to play. I haven't gotten to play all week. Only played yesterday. I'm playing now. That's really it. Oh, the day before. I did play the day before too. I got 1.2 laps of fuel left. Thanks for the reminder because I did not remember that. Alright, he just pit. I'm gonna come in next lap. Next merry-go-round. Getting a little bit of push there. Stay in the dry line. Yeah, those mini books always took me a little while, especially depending on how I wanted to finish. If I was real adamant on, you know, getting like a first or second, yeah, take me a while. Might even take me, some even took me longer than a couple hours. It would take me like a couple days. Setting the car up, maybe just trying to use a different car. We got half a lap of fuel, half a lap with fuel. Actually pretty good fuel usage here. Lap 6 going into 7. Right behind Kokuban. Using just a little bit of traction control to kind of help tame it. And he's going around for another one. We're gonna get a full. I'm gonna try medium tires. And we're gonna need a full tank of gas. Wait, why did it only show HMS? That's weird. So we're going full, 6, yeah, there we go. Full tank. I feel like I should be still further ahead, so probably not. I'm gonna go fuel map 3. Actually, I'll go fuel map 2. Not sure what changes I may need to make to my diff. Oh man. Yeah, I definitely gave that clean race bonus up. Oh, these are sport mediums. Oh, so I couldn't get the racing mediums? Huh. That's weird. Alright, well, these are the last. I should get a little more life out of them. So, just a little less sticky. Just gotta bear that in mind. We go around fuel map 2, but we're gonna fuel save. Short shift a little bit. And still, yeah, eventually, hopefully I can get this down to where I'll have the tune good enough to not lose that clean race bonus, but it's gonna just take some time. This is the full race I've done with it. So these guys are in the pits. Take advantage of that. Full throttle. Into third. 34 seconds off the lead, guys. Wow, pretty far, huh? Now the hope is that he will pit, so we need to... Well, I don't know, I might have to pit again too. So I may need to conserve a bit here. Cut that power down some. And let's just gain some consistency. Use the power down the street. Oh man, need to get under 30 seconds. Losing a lot of time through the back section. Wow, he's out already. Definitely could have went with the soft tires. Might be tough. Ooh. Oh, wow. Hello. You scumbag. Scumbag. What a scumbag. Such a scumbag, that guy. And what was that? 495. What? Oh my god. Unbelievable. But I think actually what I'll do next time, I'll stick with the softs. Gotta stick with the soft tires. That was just better. That was just better. All right, on to the next race. We'll come back. We'll make some changes to this car. Actually, I'm gonna make them now while it's fresh in my head. Back out here. Go here. So I think I'm gonna drop it a little more. Bring it down into the 130s. I'll leave that where it's at. Put this up a little bit more. Dampen in 29, 38 compression. Make this up this a little bit more. 31, 30. Dampen in ratio expansion. I'm trying to soften this a little bit. Right? Yeah. Natural frequency. Front was a little stiff. Slide in a little bit. I don't want to make too much of a change here. So I'll do that. I'll leave that. Toe. I'm going to leave that alone. This. I'm going to try bumping this. I'm going to leave that alone. This, I'm going to try lowering it to 25. That's the only change I'm going to make there. I'll leave that. All of this up here, I'll leave. The gears still need to be a little wider. So, not so worried about first so much, but that second. This one needs to stretch out a bit more. Leave that there. Oops. Move this out some. Move this out some. Some more still. Move this out some more still. That out. All right. Okay. So let's go to Le Mans. We're going to do that next. On our money grind. I'm going to get a drink of water. All right, let's get our grind on with Le Mans. After all the times that I hit the track on that last race in Tokyo, it was insane to know that I would have been good. Yeah, it would have been fine. Even for me having a force feedback so low, it's really good here. It feels really good. I've got it set really low. I'm on one of my lower settings. Actually shocked. Grind this money away. After I do the next one, which is Sardinia, then I need to actually go do the Daytona circuit experience. That way I can unlock the track experience for Daytona. So maybe next time we do our grind video, we'll have that track available. We pretty much do all four. Nice. Seriously, overshot that one. Interesting. It's funny because I remember when we had this track in the daily races a few weeks ago, and then it was like it would start off in the day, then turn to the night, and then turn to the rain. And man, I tell you, I was good in the daytime, but let me tell you, once it got dark, when it got dark, I was 100% lost. I mean, good Lord. I didn't know what to do when it got dark. Yeah, the helicopter. Yeah, once it got dark, I was lost. I've been doing Tokyo so much, I come on here and I'm just messing up, building time and then giving it right back. Got a little bit of dark green, and then that passed. Had a little bit more coming. If it keeps passing like that, I could, Oh, really? Wildfires by you? That dry, huh? Got 2 laps of fuel. I'm thinking to stay out until I need fuel. Just come in for fuel and come in for a new set of tires. Really? Wildfires by you? Wow. That's great. And you're in the UK, right? Near London? Far from London? Just for understanding reasons, because, you know, I'm not familiar, but I can always pop up Google Maps in between a race to get an understanding. Another pass and shower. Probably have 2 laps of fuel here. In UK, some houses are set on fire. Oh, wow. Yeah, man, that's nuts, man. You know what? It's probably with all the heat, and it's just been so dry. Oh, you live near London. Okay, I got you. Yeah, you know, probably with all the heat, and then it's just been so dry. That just makes it tough, you know? Now we're gonna have certain parts of the track that are wet. Yeah, the weather really just, that's nuts. Yeah, that's really nuts. Do you do any credit grinds also, or like what do you do usually for to gain your credit in the game? Everybody has their different little ways of doing it. This is one of my big ones. Should have another lap of fuel. Solo races, okay. Okay, cool. It's kind of good too. They give you the weekly challenges to kind of help you, you know, make a little bit more. Now the rain looks like it's gone. I got 1.7 left. So if that rain stays away, then there's possibility that would leave a little more possibility that, oh, as I say that, I see more coming. It's all right, because I got to pit next lap anyway. And with all of these guys in the pits, that's going to help me. The Jaguar with the engine swap. I guess as you can see down there, this is the XJ220. And it's got the engine swap from the Group 1 Jaguar. And then I think I got a tune for it online. But I just had to make a couple changes to fit how I drive. Yeah, I just had to make a couple changes to fit me. A couple suspension changes. Just to fit my style of driving. It was pretty good before, but I just like it a little better like this. For me, just like spring, some spring adjustments. So. I just haven't done the Le Mans in a while. I've been doing the, I've been doing the Tokyos lately because I was trying to learn that track. So I've been doing that with the RAV4. And then I just built that van. And I figured, you know what? I'm gonna do that tune without, you know, using one of those builds, like somebody else's build. So I kind of just put it together myself, and then now I'm still adjusting it. I'm still trying to get it settled, but it's been pretty nice so far. The RAV4 is not my build at all. It's this guy's build off of YouTube, but it's really nice. Made a lot of money with it. I mean, I made a lot of money with this Jaguar too, but it's been pretty good. Should be ready for fuel. Yeah, quarter tank. Alright, we're getting new tires anyway. Yeah, 0.9. I figured that and a full tank of fuel and these guys would be on me anyhow. Tires and a full tank. Lately, they've been getting them in Canada. A lot of times, where the wildfires will happen is lately it's been Canada. California is kind of known for that too. Like they get wildfires also. Yeah, they're known for that. Thank you, box. I was on Grove Street's stream earlier, just rallying up everybody to leave likes. I don't know if you watch him. But yeah, I was on his stream, just rallying him up. The guy's awesome. He's trying to go full time and all that. So I was just over there showing some love. But then I was like, all right, I had to jump off for a bit. I wanted to do some money grinding. I think also I'll do that Daytona experience on here. But yeah, if you want this car's build, just let me know. I'll send you screenshots. I don't mind. I don't care. The only thing is the car you got to get off the legends section. And I mean, I mean you're very good with driving, and you've gotten better. You've gotten so much better over the last since I've been doing some of those online races with you. So I think definitely, I know you can handle it. But yeah, if you ever want the tune for it, let me know. I'll send you screenshots and everything. And the only thing is you just got to wait for it to show up. If you don't have it already, you have to wait for it to show up in the, what you call it? You have to wait for it to show up in the Legends section. That way you can buy it. But yeah, it's a really nice car. Yeah, it's a really nice car though. Somehow I bumped myself into Power Map 2. Yeah, so even like where I got the brake balance, I had to like figure out that. And then the only thing really that's dependent is, do you have a lot of rain? A little early on the brakes there. That means you got to spread the gears out. You got to put the full race transmission in it, and you got to spread out the gears like a lot. That way you give the car time to accelerate. And it depends on what tires you got on it, because if you've got sticky tires on it, that's a whole nother thing too. I mean, that helps actually if you got sticky tires on it, because that does help with the grip, but they're gonna wear quicker. But if you can spread the gears out like how I did on the van, you spread those lines out a bit more. That'll give you, you know, so much more to work with. Oh, you have racing slicks. Okay, yeah. So, you know, depends on what you're using it for. You know what I mean? Like that car you saw I had. Oh wow, look at that rain. That car you saw I had. Usually I would have put intermediates on. Need to try and get on the other side of the track. That car I used in the last one, Tokyo, you know, for that track, just how long the track is, you know, you kind of have to use something like that. I like keep widening the gears out and adjusting the numbers so that they reflect that. I may have to, ooh, you got in the deep blue? think I'm gonna have to jump in and put on the intermediates real quick. I mean, I could limp around because everybody else has race tires on. It could be just passing, but I'll put intermediates on real quick. It's pretty nice. I just had to learn how to set it up. So that part's been a little tough, you know. Once you learn how to set it up, then, yeah, it's very nice. You know, I like the G29 that I had. I just wanted a little more responsiveness and a little more feel. So this definitely does give me that. And it's direct drive. I was curious about direct drive. And I've watched so many videos on it. I've watched so many videos, it's crazy, you know. And that's where I was like, oh, dude, look into the T300, because people were like, a lot of people that were getting this came from a T300, and the T300 is like a step above the T128 that you said you wanted to get. So I was like, let me just put that out there for you, that you could research it. Yeah, G29 have force feedback. Yeah. It's and it's actually pretty good too. You know, G29 force feedback was pretty good. It gave you a lot of nice feel, good feel. But I think I was just at the point where I wanted a little more feel from the car. If you know, if that makes sense. I just wanted a little more feel. So that was why I was like, you know what, let me start doing some research. So I started doing some research, and well, yeah, and that's sorry, I saw like, you know, the DD, the Moza, a lot of nice ones. G29, maybe 7 months, maybe 8 months. Oh wow, totally missed that. And the road was wet, that's why. Now I got 30 tires. Yeah, maybe 7 months. I can't complain. I really can. It's been good. G29 has been, it's been a good wheel. It's been fun to use. You know. So I think every now and again you just want to try something different. And also the G29 was cheap for what I paid for it, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this. Also, that was the other thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why go out and spend so much on these things, and you're not even, oh shoot, I was looking at my backyard. It's like, why go out and spend so much on these things and you're not even gonna like using it, you know what I mean? So that was kind of my my thing, you know. So my neighbors in my backyard, I was just looking at them. Yeah, so yeah, me and my neighbors share like a common ground. I mean, I don't mind either. If he's on my side of the yard, I really don't care. Doesn't bother me none. Sometimes I go on his side to clean up some of my leaves from my big tree, taking that corner wrong. But yeah. Track is drying out. No, it's not. Still showing the meter bar, still showing rain. It's wet. But tracks, I think it's a little wet, but It is what it is. I'm not going back in the pits again. Yeah, the G29 was definitely a very good wheel. That I could say. Very good wheel. Yeah. One sensitivity for this wheel. One sensitivity is 1. The force feedback is on 5. But the wheel has its own settings for force feedback. So you basically, but that's the base settings for the game. 1 for the sensitivity, 5. And then the wheel has its own settings that I can adjust from the hub right in front of me. When I go through the settings, I could turn up the force feedback or I could turn it down. And there's like 4 settings for the force feedback. So right now I have it at like the feedback is like 55%. So, which for this car, I'm actually surprised because it's giving me a lot of feedback. With the other car, not so much. With the car I'm probably going to use in the next race, it's probably going to give me a good amount of feedback also. So, it's crazy, man. If I had got first place in that race in Tokyo, I would have got my clean race bonus. After all those times I hit the wall, I thought I wasn't going to get it. But I would have got it. Wow. It's like, I don't even know what to think. Have you done Daily Race A? Oh man, I'm surprised you have not done Daily Race A. WOW. I think I only have, I'm trying to think of how many cars I have to grind here. Oh, it's on Track X. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It's very good, man. It's fun. There's no DR or SR though. You don't, so you can't win or lose DR or SR. But it is fun. It is so much fun. Special Route X, yes. There's about 6 or 7 different cars you can take. So it depends on what you want to take. It's like 6 or 7 cars that you can take. So, whichever one you want to take or do, you can do that. 825. Woohoo! In the bank. 825 in the bank. Tell me what you think. I gotta cut my grass. Yeah, I got a 142. I need to see if I can get it lower. Maybe 141. Fuji's a tough track. Fuji's by no means your friend. Fuji. Fujimi. This one is good there. I think I had this one set up for there also. Does okay. Huh, pretty interesting that you can use a Peugeot. That's interesting. I didn't know that. This one actually is good there too. This I never did set up for there. I think you could set this up for there. Wait, right below 800. Forgot I had this car. All these cars, it's tough to keep up with them. Interesting that you could use the Peugeot. How do I not have miles on a Peugeot? Hold on one second, I use the bathroom. Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised I don't have any miles on some of these cars. I don't know if this car is good here. I mean, it's a 799.95. I just don't know if it's good here at all. Right, Group 1, 79. Let me see. And that's with what tires? That's with hards. I think I have. What are we looking at with mediums? Mediums is 811. I mean, okay, this is. I must have been in here before because the sheet is named Sardana Grind. So I must have been in here before. Well, let's see how it is. Let's see. I don't remember. I haven't done the Sardana Grind in a while, so we're at about 900K so far that we made. Not very impressed. Should have been at 1.7 if I had that first place. Freaking Mazda took me out. You meat puppet. Been a while since I drove a Group 1 car. Double clutching, not short shifting like I'm supposed to. Bro, like you don't see me here. Miyazono. Okay, see you later. Yeah, let me know what you decide to do with the wheel. You've been doing great with the controller, though, I'll tell you that. Keep mastering that if you want. If you don't want to buy a wheel, just keep mastering. Just keep mastering and playing and getting better on a controller, and there you go. Because there's plenty of people that are fast on a controller. So it's really up to you. You know, you don't have to have a wheel set up. I'm pretty sure if I took time to get better on a controller, I could. So, you know, all depends on what you want to do. Oh, he left that open. I should have went for it. Yeah, I know it's tough though, because it's like so much research and decisions, plus spending money. You know, I gotta sell my G29 to get some of that money back. I need to recoup some of that money, get back what I spent for it. So let's just go from there. Alright, I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in, keeping me company. Take care. Am I looking at 5 laps of fuel? I was just saying I had 0 miles on this car. That's crazy. I built it and never used it? Frig. I swear to God, those antennas look like I can actually touch them. I'm not even looking at where I should be braking. I'm like just braking. in 2 minutes.
Okay.
That might have affected my bonus, I'm not sure. I waited a bit to pass. I should have expected that though. That he would have parked it. Hey Kyle, how are you? How you doing? What's going on? I think I was racing off my eyebrows there just now. Come on. Oh, not bad. I was just doing some money grind races. Did 2 already so far, 1 in Tokyo. Did this one. And then I need to do the circuit experience to get the Daytona unlocked for that. Because the way I figure it to kind of make it interesting, instead of doing the same one over and over, I figure, why not kind of mix them up, which makes them more interesting. So like you do 1 Tokyo, 1 Sardinia, and it just makes it a little bit more interesting. I used to just sit there and do like 5 Le Mans races, you know, and it's like, all right, that's kind of a lot. So just to kind of break it up a little bit, I figure this is what I'll do. But I need to add a Daytona grind, the Daytona money grind. Need to add that also, so I need to go and pass that. I think you have to do the circuit experience to unlock it. So I'm gonna go take a look at that. So if I can do that, that'll be good actually. Yeah. Otherwise, not bad. Exhausted. I stayed up kind of late yesterday, as you know, racing till like 5 in the morning. Oh shoot! I slept like all the way till 1. You know, so well, it wasn't because of the racing, mainly because of the work during the day. So you know, that was just a hot and brutal day. But do the best we can. Had a lot of fun last night, so that was cool. Yeah, no man. We did one more race. We did the Suzuka Rain. The only thing is it just needed more laps, I believe. Could have just needed some more laps because it just needed to be a longer race. That way you have more laps in the rain, you know, just more time to kind of enjoy the race. The race was actually pretty quick, especially with the pit stops and everything. So probably would have needed to make the race like maybe an hour, somewhere around there. So just so they could make the race a little bit longer. So yeah, that'll be something that I'll look into next time. I'll do that. I need to actually improve my lap time when I get a chance. Try and get a better lap time. Definitely think I could get a better lap time indeed. Frick. Why am I not seeing it? The heck? Wow. Am I losing it? Well, my reactions were a little slow for that. Did you do any races today, Kyle? Nice. How's it going? So you're doing very good, man. Oh, okay, gotcha. Good stuff. Good stuff. I didn't realize how much fuel it was putting in. Like, whoops. Shit. Dirty tires. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Freaking let go of the steering wheel. Dang thing almost shook the car right into a 360 oscillation. Ah, Frank. A little about 25 minutes. So, two of those. Yeah, I don't think. I've done only okay. One of these races. That's it. Okay. All right. All right, I think I got an idea of where I need to brake. Let's see how good I am at messing this up. Oh, whoops. Wow. Talk about whoops. I'm like, oh, that looks like the braking zone. Blow right past it. Oh, freak. Wow, right past it. I did good first time. Huh. I think I just need to floor it out of there. Freak. Alright. Maybe I'm trying to push a little too hard. Try not to push so much. Might be pushing too much. Definitely lost time on that. Gotta love it. I need to just hit second gear and floor it out of there. Circuit experience for this track. Wow, a little oversteer. The circuit experience for Daytona. I do this and it's supposed to unlock the, I think you do this and you unlock the championship. The one where you could do the money grind on it. So I'll have another money grind that I can do. Damn. Now it's changing my force feedback. I'm gonna go to the high real quick. 100. I don't really want 100, but give me more feedback. Damn. Getting there? I think I'm not pressing the brake all the way. Maybe that's what I'm... That's probably what I'm not doing. I'm probably not pressing the brake all the way. Yep, sure enough. I always do that. Oh yeah, if you, yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good. It's just, you know, these are always there, and when they take that bonus away, it's like you're back to them just giving you peanuts. You know what I mean? So So I usually like this. I use my daily grinds bring me the freak. I'm breaking too late. I'm breaking too late there for that one. Yeah, my daily grinds, they bring me the most. Like the first one I did today was a Tokyo, and I would have came in first there, which was like 8:25, but I got 7 seconds, so that was like 5 something. I think you can. Oh, shake. No, you can't floor it out of there. I need to go to second. Maybe you can't floor it. Then you got let off a little bit. Yeah. So, and then I got 8:75 for the Le Mans race, and I think 8:25 for this for the. Yeah, so 8:75 for the last one. I just no 8:25 for the last one. I think I did. I think it was 8:25. So it's pretty good. You get first place in the Tokyo, and that's not bad at all. Another time I'll come in and see if I can get these times a little lower. So here, and I kind of like to look and see where I'm at amongst my friends. So I'm at 32.87. So I'm kind of in between the two Maverick accounts. And Maverick is freaking fast, bro. Look, I mean, Maverick's a beast, bro. 32.9 and 32.6. I mean, Maverick's fast. I don't even know why he's so fast, but Maverick is fast, man. I'm not taking anything away from the guy. I'm even happy that he's still has me added as a friend. I always pop in on his videos and say hello and all that good stuff. All right, so let's see if we can get gold in this one. How many sectors is it? 3 and then a lap attack. Okay. Yeah, so 32.5. This is the midsection onto the back straight. Right. So some people didn't even bother with this one. Go back here. No brake. No brake. Brake. Okay. Are we connecting the dots here? Full brake. Up to here. Braking a little before that curb. Black mark. Yep, the black mark. Okay, so he's braking somewhere along here. Okay. Full brake? Not yet. He's on it. Halfway, full brake about here. Okay. Starting to turn about there. 56. 56 still. Just getting into the gas here. Okay. Okay. On it, on it, on it. I'm thinking brake. I'm thinking, okay, he's still on the gas. I'm thinking brake by the cones. Okay, he's on the brakes now. So a little before the cones. Down to 63s-ish. On the gas. Gear were you in? Second. 4 second. On the gas. Okay. Okay. How you doing? You win any more races? Okay, I need to stay out a little bit more and then bring it in. Okay. 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 That wasn't too bad. Oh, freak. Okay. Pulling on me a little bit here. Freak. Okay. Speed back down a little bit. There we go. Down to 90. Sloppy, but could have definitely been cleaner. I think that could have been cleaner. I think I could have did that so much cleaner than that. But I just want to pass and unlock this thing right now. And I 32.4. Yeah, I just want to pass and unlock it right now. But I think definitely I could have done a better job. Could have been cleaner through there. All right, now we're going through the back section through bus stop. Very good. First up to a little before the 1. Third. 4th out the bus stop. Okay. Okay. All right. Maybe a little late on the turn in. Let's see. Try again. Okay, maybe not. Try again. Really nailed it through there. Okay, let's try again. Man, he really nailed it through there. I did tap the brake a little bit. I think without the brake would have been just that much better. A little bit better. Still slow. Yeah. Okay. Not as easy as it looks. Not as easy as it looks. Try again. Still not getting through there as fast as I need to be. Yeah. Definitely gapping me there. $16,655. Come on, let's go. Let's go. 0.5. Getting on the gas. I feel like I'm getting on the gas late. Maybe later tonight. I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna work on my quali lap for Daily B. Then I'll probably log off and do the circuit experience for Daily C. And then I take a break and come back on a little later and do some Daily B. That's what I was thinking, to do some Daily B. Right now, what time is it? 7:49 already. Yeah, I think I actually do some Daily B, maybe some Daily C actually too. Maybe I'm not pressing. You know, I should be watching a replay. I'm not pressing the brake all the way. I bet it's 100% a bet. I bet I'm not pressing it all the way. See? Yeah, I think that's what it is. I wasn't pressing the brake all the way. One second on that. Racy leaderboard is the, what's that car I used yesterday? Citroen. Another good car seems to be the GTR. Another one seems to be the Ferrari before the GTR, I think, probably. Not sure about that. And then another one seems to be the what's that car? That's one of my favorites. The Suzuki Swift. The Suzuki Swift is another one. Yeah, Suzuki Swift is another one. And after that, I think the Mazda also is another good one. The Mazda Atenza, I think, was another one they were saying is good, but I don't know what's changed. I'm not sure what's changed since I watched that on Monday morning when I was watching the guys do the race, you know, the YouTubers. So I'm not sure what may have changed since then. That didn't help. A little bit more feel. I notice he's getting very close to the wall too. Then the cut in, brake and then the cut in. Try and get as close to the wall as I can. Oh, freak. I'm just messing up the entry. Totally messing up the entry. That's the entry. All right. Fan is on. Feels like it's not. 16.6. 16.665. All right. Right there. Okay, there we go. There we go. I think I can still go quicker. I feel like I can still go quicker. Pedals could come over a little bit. Behind on the first sector. Have you done the circuit experience for Fuji? That one is a fun one. Not. That one, circuit experience for Fuji, is definitely not a fun one. I can promise you that. $148.5. I'm willing to bet a lot of my time that I lost was in the beginning. Dial back just a little bit of rotation. Probably could even come out of there in third. Oh, wow. What? What? Man. Oh, freak. I totally blew the broken point. Alright, let's try again. Lost about a tenth there. Or more. so much of the track. Just what the heck am I doing? .47.1. Okay, that's a little better. Got some cleaning up to do though. Gotta get at 145.5. Need to really get faster. Man, it just gets so close in there. Man, too much brake? Losing time. Again with a 147.3. Not even in the 146s. 146.1. 146.1. Need a 146.5. All right, Kyle. Take care. Thank you for watching me go through these my little struggles over here. Appreciate you, bro. All right, bro. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna probably just work on my quality time and then hop off, take a break for like an hour or so or something. Actually, I gotta figure out how to get something to eat. Wow, I totally just disobeyed breaking point. Okay, try it again. What is 6.8? Lower. 8 o'clock. go from there.